Hey, you're watching Show Me Your Pick with Fruitcake Tony, and this is Cher from Vixen. You better watch this show.
Happy Saturday!
Boom. Woohoo!
Yeah.
All right, lift
Wonderful.
off. What's happening?
Hello.
It
Hey.
is Saturday. Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
What's going on?
What's happening? Fruitcake Tony, Brendan B Squared, Ed DeBrill over there. April the 5th, we are springboarded into springtime. Finally, let's hear it. Springtime.
Almost.
Yeah, for you.
Not for us.
It is.
We get
It
another
is,
storm
dude.
coming in before Wednesday.
The weather's still flip flopping, dude.
Yeah.
Put your
It
snow
was-
shovel away yet, Ed.
It got to
I know, no
90
kidding.
today here
God.
in
Yeah.
the carry. Yes, tomorrow too, baby.
It's like 50 here today.
Wow.
It's going to be in the 30s
90.
tomorrow. Freaking whatever. It is what it is.
But
Yesterday,
I like the cold.
day before in the 80s and clear,
It's all right.
but cold weather Monday, Tuesday, highs in the 60s, lows in 30s here. So
Sure.
yeah.
Yep.
Well, you
It's
guys are gonna be
crazy weather,
paying
but
for
that's
that good weather because you're getting all these tornadoes. Jeez,
hopefully not,
crazy.
dude.
You got a big
Hey,
one
April,
coming at you right now.
I
that's
know.
kind of shifted,
April is
hasn't
a
it?
bad month here
Like
on the East
Tornado Alley seems like it's shifted, to
In
the
the early
south
spring
and
it
to the
does.
east.
And then as the summer comes along, it's more in the central part.
I guess.
But
Those
Okay.
skinny little storm bands that march across the East Coast, the skinny ones scare me the most. You know?
Yeah. Get those microbursts.
yeah.
We
I
had a
think,
microburst in New
I
York.
think Andy's probably getting hit right now in Tennessee.
Andy's
Mm.
had some rough weather. Those guys and gals there in Central East Tennessee, they've
Yep.
I hope everybody's safe, man.
I know the weather. I know the weather in the past couple of years, in with everything, the wildfires, the flooding, and the wind. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I think maybe it's our age. You know, I look back when I was a kid, what the weather was, and all the great snowfalls and
Oh, yeah.
hurricanes and whatever. It's wild now, though. I mean, it changes like that.
It certainly does.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It does. I don't know if that's age related. It could be, I guess.
Maybe it's just how we look at it. and what we-
Probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
seems
not as-
different now because of responsibilities and stuff that we have.
Right. We're not carefree like we used to be.
No, for sure. For sure not.
So Ed and B, good to see
man.
you fellas, man.
Nice to see
How's the
you.
week been, dude? Man, I missed you guys.
It's been pretty good. been pretty good. Like, weather's been changing up and down. I don't think I mentioned it before, but I'll mention it now because most people know. I was laid off in February, very end of February, after 27 years in the same company, and not for any fault of my own. It was just the restructuring of the company and the industry tanked, and it was a bloodbath at where I was. So out of 900 people, 150 of us, most of us over 55. Although they'll tell you it's not because of age, but yeah. So it was a big hit. Um, I'm actively looking. And I'm in really good spirits, though. I think it's probably one of the better things that could have happened because I was really stressed out a couple of times. I'm sure you guys have noticed. At least these guys notice in the green room because I'll just vent in the green room and then come in and be like, "Hey, what's going on, guys?" But yeah. So it's been a little bit of a stressful month, but I'm feeling pretty good. Something will happen. I know I'll land on my feet. And everybody that's reached out, these guys here are huge fucking support for me, always checking up on me and asking. So I love you guys. I appreciate you guys and everybody, all my friends and family and stuff. So it's nice. It's nice to feel loved. And,
Yeah.
so yeah, but yeah, other than that, things are going awesome, yeah.
He's
Any
an
more-
engineer by trade, but if you are a player and you're going out on
Yeah.
tour, he might accept an offer for a guitar tech.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
He's got the time. So Brendan, there's a link down below.
Yeah, I'll go.
Nice.
I'll maybe I'll tech for Mr. Gibbons. I think he's doing a European tour.
Yeah,
Ooh,
right.
there you go.
I swear that's your guy right
Mhm.
there. But
Oh.
should you
Yeah.
own $1 million company and you are
Oh yeah.
And
Anybody's
you're
looking for an
engineer, yeah, that's
Yep.
your guy.
But I will say,
Any more-
Tony, it gives me a little bit of time too. I'm still filming that movie, so I got a couple more scenes. Actually, next Saturday, I will be filming again.
Awesome.
I should be back in time for the show because it's the outside scenes in the park, so I
Yeah.
should be home in time. But
so
big scene.
when is this? Where are you guys at on this movie?
We have this scene and then the big fight scene, so 2 left. So I'm hoping by end of summer, this might be done, and then maybe it'll be out in the fall. But
So everything except the end of the movie, the big fight scene, and that's going to take a month.
actually, I don't think it will because that's just more like part of the story, like the end of the story. It's not really the main focus. The main focus is more of the relationship between the brothers and the mom. So the scene that we're doing Sunday, next Saturday it's the biggest. I think it's the most dialogue I have, so I better learn my lines.
Uh-oh.
It's a big one, but yeah, it's I'm excited about it. So it keeps me busy, keeps my mind off of other stuff, but got a lot of stuff done around the house too. So
Right.
Meg's happy.
Well, yeah, no, man. That's a good time though.
Sure.
And at our age though, it is a you can clear your head.
Yeah.
Get things done around the house. I'm sure there's other things, Megan, you had been meaning to get done that now maybe you can.
Mhm. Yep.
So yeah, dude.
Doing
Helpful
stuff like
in a
that.
lot of ways. And this is gonna fall right in your lap. A dude like you, good things happen to good people, bro.
Thanks, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I'm working on myself too because I could afford to lose a few pounds, get healthier, and so I'm moving more, walking, trying to walk every day. It's hard when it's freaking raining out and 30 degrees, but otherwise
And
try to get out there
I
and do
know.
stuff. But so I'm working on myself. So it actually happened. Obviously happened. It was meant to happen, and I'm a firm believer in everything does happen for a reason, and there's a plan. So I'm just going with the plan.
Right.
If I
Right.
learn anything, and Tony's probably the one that drills it into me most, is everything's good, man. Everything's good. Everything happens for a reason, and everything's good. So
And it all works itself out, right?
it
Yeah.
does. It does.
Yeah.
it does.
Is there a honeydew list now that you're home quite a bit?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's about 30 pages long. So,
But you know what? Brendan, it's a new. I know you said it's a little stressful. You trying to find a job, but it's a different stress, I'm sure.
I'm actually not. I mean, I'm not worried too much about it.
Good.
I mean, if you ask if this happened maybe 3-4 years ago, I'd probably be stressed out like a madman. But at this point, it was supposed to happen. For whatever reason, it was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Right.
It's great.
That's
great. So now
I'll take that.
Yeah.
Like Tony
Right
said, you have
on,
more
dude.
time to work on the movie and
Yeah, man.
just channel Mick. Channel Mick. There you go.
Yep. I'm knocking at Amara Rock.
Rocky.
Mickey loves you. Yeah, all right, whatever.
Keep us posted. We'll be looking. We'll be looking for the end of the movie, and hopefully able to watch a little bit of it. All of us, but
Yeah.
Keep us posted, bro.
That'd be great.
Oh yeah, we'll it'll be awesome. You guys, once it's finished, if I get like a preview of it, we'll watch it in here. So
Right.
Let me know when the
I
red
have
carpet
other
party is.
We can. I mean, I have other movies we can watch. Like, I think did I show you guys? Did we watch some? We watched some stuff, right?
Yeah, we did.
Didn't we watch like that?
You were
80s?
hanging out with that homeless guy.
Right. We watched that. So, and
some of
then,
that. Yep.
and then the little 80s intro thing that I liked.
Yep.
The little TV
Yeah,
show.
that was cool. That 80s
Yeah.
intro. That was.
But I haven't showed.
awesome.
I don't think I showed any other ones.
No, I don't think so. I don't know. Should we go on IMDb and check it out?
Yeah, you can if you want. Just look up my name on there. You can see my credits, but there's no links to anything. So.
Everybody, it is April the 5th, 2025. Show me your pick, number 245. We are talking Mr. Tim McGraw tonight, one of the greats of country, one of the artists who I turn to unexpectedly, but who I turned to when I was a younger guy, and that 80s rock that I liked went out of vogue, and the 90s rolled in, and all of a sudden about 1994 you see guys like Tim McGraw a couple years before, maybe Toby Keith, people like that who paved the way for that style of country and that genre at that time. And I very much enjoyed Mr. Tim McGraw and have enjoyed him his whole career since 1994.
He's very well
saw him
guy.
a few times. Had some great concert experiences. He's had a great career. Very, very respectable guy, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, lovely wife, Faith Hill, of course. But yeah, we're going to talk all about Tim tonight here. It is Saturday night. We are, of course, going to do a little bit of 10-shot rock and roll trivia. And yes, so we'll play a little game about the hour mark, and there'll be 10 questions about music and rock and roll, and we'll test your knowledge. We'll let you answer over in the live chat. And should you be the winner of getting the most of the 10 questions right, then you're going to score tonight a Garth Brooks guitar
Look at that.
pick. This is from just a couple of years ago when he was in Las Vegas doing a residency. I think he might have been there a couple of times, but yes, that's what's going out the door tonight for 10 shot rock and roll
Cool.
trivia. Yeah.
Excellent.
What else is it is Final Four weekend. My mighty Duke Blue Devils are playing.
They're up by
Right?
1, Tony.
I know. we all know that Duke's son and I.
Oh,
Duke's
geez,
playing in Final Four. Hopefully they'll make it to the championship game on Monday night and add another. What will this make? 6, I guess, after tonight
I think
or
so.
after Monday.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll. Yeah, but yeah, it's not a gimme.
No, Houston's tough, so we'll see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the opening game, Auburn, Florida. It's Florida on Monday.
Yeah.
I think these two teams are the stronger of the two, but I do think that Duke is the strongest, and my boy Cooper, yeah, he's a one-man show, but so what?
He just hit a 3-pointer, too, just as you were talking.
Yep.
So you'll see that right now, Tony, because you probably got
I'm
a little
about
delay.
30 seconds behind you.
But
I
Dink,
know. Anyway, other than that, for tonight, we're going to show you some Tim McGraw guitar picks, some backstage passes. I'll share some Tim concert experiences, Tim and Faith concert, the Soul to Soul tour and the Soul to Soul 2 tour. But they were out there together. Faith opened for Tim. They're a couple.
that's cool, though, because they get to go on the road. They can take
get
the
to go on the road.
Right.
They take their kids out there, and it's where, I mean,
that'd be great.
Yeah.
You take them with you. You don't have to be away from them. So it's awesome.
Right.
I'm still giggling about Faith open.
Are you giggling?
Sorry.
Sorry.
But the 13-year-old in me just came out.
We know what you're saying. Yes.
We'll talk all, and we'll dive into Tim McGraw in just a little bit. What else is happening in the world here?
Hey, you guys had a hell of a show last Saturday, by the way, Tony.
Yeah, I'm sorry I missed it.
Thank you, Charles, for
yeah,
helping out. Brendan and I weren't there.
And... we didn't plan that, but thankfully, definitely.
It always seems to work out. We did Warren DeMartini last week, and it was a no-brainer that we would invite our
of course
brother Charles Green to join us. But coincidentally, you guys were all tied up. Ed, we tried to go live with you at the boat with Wildside. It didn't. We did a test at the boat, me and you, early in the week. It seemed okay, and on show night, it all went south. But it's all good, bro. How was Wildside, dude?
Oh my God, those guys are incredible. I mean,
who was there? Your boy Tim?
No, Tim didn't make it, but Monique did, and her and her friend Scott, and we had a great time. And I always make if I don't know somebody, I always make friends around me. I'm that kind of person. I'm outgoing, and I make new friends. We all had a great time. If anybody's on my Facebook, they saw a couple pictures, and like I this 70-something-year-old lady was just grooving and moving and pointing at me and stuff when she was
Did you get her
looking at
number?
Quiet Riot, Mental Health, and
Did you get her number, Ed?
maybe. I said,
Ed,
"Oh my god,
Maybe.
I love it, I love it, I love this
Ed, I'm gonna
lady,
tell
I love
Kathy.
her." Gave
That's
her a
fucking
big
great.
hug and
That's
took
awesome,
a selfie
man.
with her, and she's just loves living life, and she was having a ball.
I did
I
that,
said, this is what
Ed,
it's all about, man.
when I went and saw Megadeth and Mudvayne and All That Remains at Bethel Woods, which, you know, I hope you guys will be able to come to someday because it's a great fucking place to see a show.
Oh, yeah.
Some of the volunteers there, they're probably in their 70s, right? Older ladies.
Yeah.
And so you know, I get chummy with them too because I went by myself. So I get chummy, and I was talking to the one. I'm like, "Hey, when Mudvayne comes out, do you know what they look like?" She's like, "No." So I got my phone. She's got, "Oh my god!" And so when they come out, you know, because they're all in the makeup and stuff, and then they're playing, and she's going, you know, she's dancing around like, but they're great. I mean, it's so much fun, you know.
Oh, I bet.
And I love
mean-
when that happens. You know, just people having a great time. That's what
Oh,
music
yeah.
does to you. You know.
It's just, and you forget about everything else, and you just,
Absolutely.
you know,
Yep.
you just, that's it. You just, it's
show.
it's a great escape. And you
No,
know, guys
Tom.
like Christopher and Dave Z, they all know about that.
Oh,
They
yeah.
do it all the time. And the boat isn't a big place, but you know, it's, you know who played there a couple
Where?
years
At the
ago?
boat?
Jeff Tate.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
saw a
comes
video of
around.
him singing, you know, his Queensryche tunes and stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, he played there! Wow. But
That's awesome.
anyway, you know, the guys in the band, I know a few of them are my friends and stuff, and
Sure.
and they
Just have a good time, man.
They knew I was going live, and I said I'll probably go live during the Van Halen medley that they do, and I tried, but I know Tony broadcast it, but the sound was just drowned out. And
Yeah, we tried.
it looked
Ed.
good, but anyway, it
Yeah.
was a lot of fun. It was so much fun, and I love going to
Awesome.
events like that. Unfortunately, they fall on a Saturday night most of the
Yeah.
time.
I know.
Right.
That does suck, but in that way it does suck because sometimes we have
Yeah.
to miss this show. But
Yeah,
I don't like missing this show. But you know,
right.
sometimes you
You
got
guys,
to.
you guys held it down.
Always
And,
do. They always
yeah.
do.
And I'm sure you know Charles had a lot of great stories about Warren and stuff. And
Yeah. Let's give a shout out to Charles Green. I did not make Charles's show last night. I was so wore out. I
Yeah.
was by shortly after it got dark, 8:30. I was already retired, and yeah.
I make it a point to watch it if I don't make it Friday night, I watch it Saturday morning
Right.
while I'm drinking my
Absolutely.
coffee. And him and Mitch and Ryan, that was awesome. That was a
So
great show.
if you haven't had a hard
found
work week, you can check Charles out. He has a link down below. Fridays, 10 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
So-
and you're on the whiskey a go side of the building. That's pretty cool.
I knew last night, you know, I was like, I'm gonna miss Charles's show, but I'll watch the replay.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Cool.
Let's open up the chat, guys.
Open up the
Sure.
chat. Ed, I found a
Let's
picture of
see.
that woman that you were with last week.
Really? Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Ed,
So hang on. Let me find.
What
let me find
woman were you? Ed, he doesn't want you to show this, Big.
I don't
I'm
care.
sure he doesn't.
it. No, he does.
Oh shit!
It's not
Okay,
with
show
him.
Show it. Show it.
I gotta
Show
find it now. Where the hell did it go?
Oh,
Shit.
jeez. Are you
Oh,
teasing us?
man.
Ed,
it is.
you're turning red. I see
Like you
you.
teased me?
Ed's turning red.
There she is.
Oh shit!
She, Yeah.
Oh, hope
She's
it's
the
not
one.
that great.
She's the one at the bottom center picture jumping. That's her.
Oh, that's awesome.
You know, sometimes. Oh, sorry, Tony. Which one? There it is. You got it.
That's funny. That's great.
Yeah, she's out there kicking some ass. What do you got there? The 4-volt. You know.
4-volt. I know. I mean, it's great that, I mean, and I thank God every day that I've got the mobility to get out and walk and, go to work and whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But these people who are confined to these chairs,
Oh,
but I see here in North Carolina, there are in certain neighborhoods where, I can see if you live like in a gated, thing like that,
over
and
55.
you're in a motorized chair, okay,
Get the
and
governor off of
you
that
can
thing.
go to the mailbox, to even the pool, maybe whatever, the pickleball court,
Yeah, geez.
but these cats that just because there's like like a gas station or a convenience store eighth of a mile away, they think, it's close enough.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'll
I'll
just
go for a
ride up
ride.
there. I'll
Oh,
just, yeah, yeah.
I'll be doing that. I'll have a freaking,
A trailer.
recliner with a fucking gas engine. I'll be flying down there.
Oh no.
Hell yeah.
You ever see these guys in the tractors that get pulled over for drunk driving?
Oh yeah.
I know.
You know those
On
guys
the
are riding
lawnmower.
down. Yeah, the lawnmower there, the lawn tractor riding down the road. Like, yep. Well, he had a DUI. You know. So.
Yeah.
But
We
now,
have
guy
but,
over 40 on a bicycle.
but now, I mean, but now they have those electric bikes. Hey, Coach K's in the crowd there, T.
Yeah, I see that.
But yeah, they have those. You see a lot of e-bikes now, and a lot of guys out there. Like, they're making it too easy, folks.
I know.
Yeah, it's all
Well,
good.
here's what we get here in rural North Carolina in the South, and it is kind of a new thing, and I've seen it a couple of times. It's not uncommon any place in the country to see like a motorcycle weekend run, a toy run, whatever, for
Right.
whatever, and you see a bunch of bikes going by, right, like that. That happens. You see, all of us see that wherever you are. To what degree? Happened. I saw one. I was walking Lucy out here. She's using the bathroom, and here she can't use the bathroom because it's a gazillion motorcycle. But when
Uh-oh. When what? When what? What happened? Oh, shit. It's the Edvis and Cheek Show, everybody. All right. Hey, whip out that soundboard. I don't know. What do you got there?
Oh, the Yellow Brick Road.
Yeah, there you go. Tony's having a bit of let's just talk to these. Let's talk to these ladies again. Which one's your favorite? Which one's your favorite? The one that fell
Like the
down
middle
there?
finger, that's hilarious.
Isn't that great? Ah!
Is this
I'm sure
actually
it's.
this
I'm
some
sure it's
sort of
AI,
weird
dude.
race?
That's got to
Gotta
be AI. Yeah.
Gotta be.
One fell over. Jesus Christ.
Although you never know, some of these rural race
I mean, it could be us. You know.
Yeah.
It'll be us one day. You know. But whatever.
There's a racetrack near me in New Hampshire that they have like a school bus thing. What are you doing?
I don't know.
Hey, all right, there you go.
No, I don't
There you
like
go.
that. I like this one. Tony
Or the figure 8 race. Oh my god,
yeah.
crazy stuff.
No.
Unreal.
Oh, hey,
Here he
are you
is.
all right there, bud?
Am I here?
Yeah, you are.
Okay, all right. I don't know what happened. That was like and out I went.
Yeah, all of a sudden your mic shut off and boom, you're
No.
No, there was like something. I didn't lose power or anything, but
Like a solar flare, like a brownout.
I don't know. But it's like it was almost a vibration in my hand.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Oh, lightning
That's not
strike?
good.
I don't know. No, there's no storm gonna.
Okay.
Yeah. So, all right. Where were we?
You were
Chat.
gonna open the chat.
Yeah.
I was gonna open the chat. All right. Okay. What was I saying?
I don't remember.
Gosh, what was
'Cause
going
I'm old.
on here before here? All right. So no, but these motorcycle what we got here and I'll see maybe 20 kids on ATVs
Oh, you got ATVs going
or
around the
mini
streets?
bikes or
Like you get the Honda
four
Groms.
wheelers, and they're all these kids are maybe mostly underage, between like 11 and not
Oh, really?
even
That young?
maybe 19,
Wow.
and they
Wow.
travel in like
In
these
packs, right?
little wolf packs, and they wear scarves over from their nose down, and you hear them coming, and none of the things are street legal.
Well, the what we have here, the little Honda Groms. They're street legal, and they go like 60. And we have packs of those guys, and they just pop wheelies and go down the back streets and stuff, and cops
Yeah.
chase them
Well,
around.
they're legal though, but
Yeah.
out here
They
in
don't.
the country, imagine like if it snowed a foot, okay?
Oh yeah,
and
people are out there.
are
Yeah,
out on ATVs in the street. No
they
one's
don't
gonna
care.
say shit. It's kind of
Yeah.
like that,
Oh, okay. And they don't care,
Um,
like during the
I don't.
spring or summer.
They're all kids. They're all kids, but it's like, what the hell? It's like a whole gang of them, and they're
Yeah.
out on the street. It all kind of look like mini bikes and ATVs, and I'm
As long as they're
sure
not terrorizing the citizens.
none of their moms and dads know they're there.
Oh no, he's at Billy's house, and Billy's at Bobby's house, and
Right.
we're doing homework,
Right.
man. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you get a phone call, and he's
That
where?
shit on the news
Oh.
you saw last night, that
Yeah.
was, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they get a phone call from the police. Oh shit. All right, let's go. Get the trailer.
All right. Happy Saturday, everybody. It is Saturday. If you are just joining, we're opening up the chat. Say hey.
If you were
All
just
right.
joining, we started about 3 minutes ago, so you didn't miss much.
We didn't. We are 90 seconds in, and yeah. All right. Let me start here at the very top. Let me get it's 18-9. Duke is leading. Cameron Dean, what's up, bro? You're not late. You're early. Good to see you, bro.
Yes.
What's up, Cameron?
All right. Steve Rezor, what's up, mate?
Hey, Steve.
Recent winner right here. William De Silva in the chat. What's up, William? Good to see you, dude.
Big Bad Billy.
Billy D. William Silva.
William De Silva. Zach Thong. What's up, Zach?
Hey, Zach.
I see
Zach
Ben
everywhere.
Tom's right behind him.
Ben, what's up, buddy?
Tommy
What's up, Tommy? Good to see you, dude. Nice. All right, Wayne McConnell in chat. What's up, Wayne?
Hey, Wayne.
Good to see you, Wayne. Mark Taft. What's up, Mark? Good to see you,
Mark.
man. Haven't seen you in a minute. Adam Roach in the chat. What's up, Adam?
Woohoo!
Good to see you, buddy. Nice. From down under. Sure,
Adam
you're
Roach.
about to get into some cold weather down there.
Ha-ha.
Always great to see Adam.
Is he there down under? Or is he in Thailand? He's
No,
somewhere.
he's down under.
He's down under. Down under.
Yeah.
Or maybe his wife's
He's
from
down under,
Thailand.
but his
I know his wife is from Thailand.
wife
I
is
believe.
from Thailand.
I believe.
He visits every once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. There's Charles Green in the chat. What's up, Charles? I'm sorry I
brother?
missed you last night, dude.
Hey, Charles.
It had been a long, long week, and yeah, I had to retire a little early for you. Had to watch you this morning. Good to see you, Charles. All righty. Let's see. I see Ed in the chat and Brendan in the chat.
Oh, yeah. We try to keep them amused.
Christopher Live Silver, what's up, dude?
What's up, brother?
Yeah, I know. They are. Not the same college basketball as we experienced as kids. It's not.
Yeah.
Nice to see you, Chris. All right. Let's see who's hanging.
Yeah, he feeds the feral cats.
Yeah.
Nick,
Hey, Nick.
good to see you, dude.
What's up, young fella?
All right, everyone say hey to Nick in the chat.
Hey.
Nick is amongst us.
Hey.
Yes.
What do horses eat? Hey.
Hey.
Such a fucking
Hey now. All right. We have in the chat Mr. Boner,
Oh, yeah.
Jams, Brian
Mr.
Beesman,
Mr. Jams.
Uncle
He's here for the
Laser
feet picks.
himself. Yeah.
Tony is hoarding all of the feet picks, so we haven't seen any.
Yeah, sorry, Bonner.
Yeah.
Nice to see Boner Jams in the chat. Honey Badgers. I wore my Honey Badgers hat on the golf course today, baby. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Good to see you, Boner Jams.
Always good to see Boner. I say it every
Always. He is a
Every
part.
morning.
He's the heart and soul of the Under the Bus crew on Wednesday here on YouTube. We watched that 9 o'clock.
Yep.
Yep.
You
I'm
betcha.
only half toast on Wednesday, B. You know.
Yes, sir.
So there you go, Charles. If you had a show on Wednesday, I'd be there every minute. You know.
Don't go changing your days now, though. But yeah, it's it's a good way to break up the week.
It is
for sure.
Oh yeah,
it is.
Good way to break up the week. Those guys.
I
make
very
you laugh,
much recommend it. Jay Hannon, Kurt 5150.
comedy review.
Yes. Our good friends, our old friends. Yeah.
Yep.
Meet us over on Wednesday at Under the Bus at 9. If I'm not there, call and wake his ass up.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be there, though. Usually am. All right. Let's continue down. If you are just joining, say hey. Like that. Hey.
Mhm.
All right.
Send all your pictures and emails to Fruitcake Tony.
Yes.
Monique is in the chat. What's up, Monique? Good to see you, ma'am. Right
Hey,
on.
Monique. Good time last Saturday.
Yeah. Right on. Always great to see Monique in the chat. Guitar Man 45, what's up, Bo?
Hey, Bo.
Man. A bow. What's happening, a bow?
Nice. Good to see Bo in the chat. All right, kids. Let me see who else is hanging. All right. Everyone at this point, call your best friend or call your girlfriend and tell her, show me your pics on, and to call her girlfriend at that point. So now, right now,
Get it.
call.
Get in here
Call.
and show us your feet.
Call. That's it. Call. Make that call. Send that message. All right.
Yep. Yep. Oh man.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Call your girlfriends now. We're live. All right. Thanks for being here, everybody. I hope your week's been swell. This is our favorite night of the week. Thanks for joining here on Saturday. Me, Brendan, and Ed, 245. We're talking Tim McGraw tonight. One of the legends, ultimately, of the genre of country music, came out in 1994.
Going strong ever since.
Yeah, he has been. He has been.
Well-rounded guy.
He has had quite a career too. I mean, uh, the songs speak for themselves. I mean, Barbecue Stain, man, I never put a stain on my shirt on purpose, but you almost could, you know. I mean,
Excuse
you
me.
almost could. And if anybody never romanced or got laid to that song, I'm sorry, but just saying, yeah. But
I mean,
one of the legends
he's a
of country, one of the true and a cool dude,
and
a
a
cool
good
dude.
actor. A
Yeah.
great actor too. Been in a bunch of movies, TV shows.
Yeah.
Went on
like
stage
Cigar.
with Def Leppard. You know, there was a song where they collabed on stuff. You know, so
I didn't know
that's
that.
awesome.
Awesome. Yeah.
This dude pretty much has done everything. They even have like one of their dogs won best of breed in the Westminster show.
So even the dog
Even the dog is
is winning
famous.
shit.
You know.
Shit.
So yeah, man, he's he would be a cool guy to hang out with. You know, right? He'd definitely be a cool guy to hang out with.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I think so.
As your wingman? Holy crap.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. But great artist though. He started small and he, I mean, just like as all the artists at the time, he had a song or two and he played the county fair circuit and the state fair, whatever. And worked his way up at that point. But yeah, great artist, great songs, great songwriter.
He is.
It is a lot of, great songs in Nashville, whether you write them or not, you can get your hands on them. But he paved the way for artists, me personally, at my age, when the 80s kind of left town, I was just getting married and having kids, starting a family, and women, chicks dig the country. Of course they do.
Sure.
Here in the South, among other things. But when all that 90s music came, I was, I didn't like it, of course. So with what rock was still out there that I liked, I dove back into my country with these new artists, Tim McGraw, Kenny Chesney, Toby Keith, and still back on the old standards with, not the old timers, but the Hank Jr. and the Reba and, the Judds. I had an ex that loved the Judds, Naomi and Winona, and they were a hot commodity. The band Alabama in the
I
early
still think
mid
Ashley
80s.
was the
Yeah,
hottest.
they,
Ashley Judd was the hottest Judd.
she was,
Of
of
course.
course.
But yeah, no,
We all
you're
know
right, Tony.
that.
Them, all those, but would you say Tim McGraw went more into the pop realm than a lot of artists, or no? Or
No, I
I
wouldn't
mean, he
say
dabbled
that.
in it like they all do,
Yeah,
but he
He
definitely
he
dabbled in it.
little crossover.
Yeah,
well, with I don't think he tried to keep up. I think he stayed true to what he did. He had a pretty good career with
no, he
what
did
he did, and the
absolutely,
songs
but
that he had. He won lots of awards.
oh yeah.
Um,
I mean,
Oh my God, yeah.
one of my favorite songs of his is "Humble and Kind." It's a great tune. You know, um, I even heard that at a gas station. And that's how popular it is. Pumping gas. I'm hearing it. I'm like, hey, but yeah, he's got a song for everyone. Even if you're not a country person,
Right.
he'll have a song that you will enjoy. And even a
well,
whole album that you will enjoy.
I think so, though. I like him. I respect him for what
Hmm.
he's done in his career, but he's made, obviously he's married to Faith Hill.
Sure.
I mean, it's like the Vince Gill, Amy Grant, you kind of have worked together, you kind of have the same stuff together, but everything else together too, like
Yeah.
that. But they did, and they were on the road with each other, whether she was opening up for him or she was just off the road altogether, whatever, or they were doing the soul to soul tours
Yep.
together that they did, and they were good. But I mean, a lot of people view that type of a thing in America here as too perfect and ends up being cheesy, and they think their shit don't stink, etc. But I I respect the dude. He's got a wife who does the
I
same
don't think
thing
they're
he
like that.
does.
Right.
They have
Yeah.
kids. They bring their kids out there. It's a great environment when they do tour. They pick and choose when they tour. There's nobody breathing down their neck to do this or that in at work or in their career. You know,
Yep.
um,
Yeah.
So
they've had a nice go of it. Tim
yeah,
and Faith.
So,
my
oh
my
yeah.
my take on it is all right. Let me preface my
I mean,
statement before I
that's a power
continue.
couple, man.
That guy is a good
Right
looking
there.
guy. I'm not
Yeah.
gay or anything, but that guy is a great looking guy. And bone up, pull your pants back up.
He's
You know,
almost as cool as George Strait.
he is
Almost.
almost, almost,
Almost.
almost, almost.
George Strait is the coolest motherfucker alive.
When I was making the thumbnail here for the show, I was going through a bunch of pictures, and I was like, God damn, guy's a good looking guy. He must. I mean, thank God he's married. I mean, well, Faith is hot too. Jesus, they're just the ultimate couple.
Yeah.
And but I always
Right.
wondered. Does do these country guys it's not like the old days where if you wear a black hat you're a bad guy, right? It's not like WrestleMania or something where You got bad guys, good guys, and is he considered like outlaw country? No, because he wears a black hat.
Clint
think so.
Black. No, I don't know.
Yeah, but yeah, he's
Yeah.
part of the genre of Keith Urban and all those guys, and they just took over country back in the '90s, and
Yeah.
it's but there is some crossover appeal,
Sure.
all of them pretty much, that all these new guys who came in and girls, they started getting a little poppy, and which is okay, I guess, and I'm sure a lot of country traditionalists didn't like it. That's that's not
Well,
Merle Haggard. What are they doing? Why are they on this station instead of just a country station?
Yeah.
I think that he and his music, his early music, I think it offered some respect to what was country, traditional country.
Yeah.
I don't think he veered too far. A lot of country out there now, they veer way out there past,
Yeah.
old school country. But no, I think that he was uh, a great artist in the '90s for a sign of the times, brought in the next generation of artists in the 2000s. But just, you know, what you need to really talk about are the songs that he did.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of songs that we like. I mean, yeah, Friday night on the boulevard with my girlfriend having a drink, like that. But these are some really deep songs about some really real life cool experiences, and stuff that all of us can appreciate. I certainly want to live like I'm dying every day, I do.
Yeah,
Um,
he'll be touring in the fall, the late summer and into the fall, August to October, so a short little run.
yeah.
But so that'll be
So
good.
You got to be pretty good and pretty popular if Taylor Swift writes a song about you.
I know. Well, true, true, true. But if you want to go watch a great show, a great date night, I promise you, you go see Tim McGraw at a shed, you and your date and your lady, you don't know it now, you'll know every song that he does, every
Mhm.
one. So, yeah.
Yep. Yep, for sure.
And your lady will want to
Man.
go home and tear your clothes off.
Hey now.
If you, that's right.
Yep.
Like if you go see uh Megadeth, let's say. Yeah, 50-50 depending on, but you go see Tim McGraw,
Woo.
you
Yeah.
got a good shot. You got a
Yep.
good shot.
True.
Yes. So,
Yep. Even if you take one of these ladies, you're gonna have a shot.
I know. You don't want to do that though.
That's the intermission entertainment, and they get a little derby in there, a little demolition derby. All right, sorry, enough of that. Anywho,
So I didn't know he was on Yellowstone. I watched that whole series.
1883. He's on one of the spinoffs.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
all right.
One of the prequels.
I haven't watched that one yet.
I haven't either. Yeah. Yellowstone's having a
1923. I haven't watched.
Well, they're having a 6th season too, so they're having a bunch of spinoffs. That was a good show.
Wow.
So the Tim McGraw story is a good one. He was raised by a single mother, and you know how that is. I have
I
I
was.
know a lot of single mothers, one across the street and one,
My mom.
you see that, right. It's not uncommon, but
No.
he found out, and I don't know the drama a lot of you in the chat may and watching on replay may, but you know who his dad is, Tug McGraw,
Tug
great
McGraw
lefty for the Phillies.
for the Phillies and the
The
Mets. Yep.
the the last game that they won. Yeah, of course, Tug McGraw. That's his pop. So
Wow.
when that came about, there were the normal goings on there, but that's his roots, and where he came from. And so he's done quite well, B.
He has. I mean, I can't say enough. I mean, the dude's done everything you'd want to do, and he's still got a lot more to do. You know.
Yeah, he's blessed.
Yeah.
What's that?
He's blessed because I mean he's won Grammys, he's won everything.
He's an airline. He's got his pilot's license. He owns a plane, a little plane, but still, I don't own a plane.
Jeez.
Yeah. Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Jesus. What a charm life.
Oh, what happened? You know what that sound is, folks?
All right, so we are gonna do some 10 shot rock and roll trivia.
Ian. Oh wait.
Yeah, 10
It's backwards
shot
on the camera.
The hell you doing?
So there's 10 questions about music and rock and roll, and we're just looking up here at the score, 33-25 in the first half. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Should you be the big winner tonight, there's a trivia winner's email down below. You can email me your name and address so I can send you this very lovely Garth Brooks guitar pick that from a Vegas run that he did a 3 years ago.
Cool.
And we got hooked up from his guitar tech via Andy Carson, who is a cool dude too, friend of the show here. Yeah. All right, so how this goes, I'll show it on the screen here. I'll flash it up and you answer in the chat. You got to be quick. You got to type quick. First correct that we see, Brendan is going to be the judge over there. So he'll decide who is the winner of each question and what the score is. So
Okay.
yeah, so that's what's going on. And when we come back, we'll talk about some of my Tim McGraw and Faith concert experiences here over at the Grand Walnut Creek Amphitheater shed, my local Raleigh, North Carolina shed over here. I've seen Tim over there a few times.
And I'm sure you got some Tim picks too, don't you?
Yeah, I got picks. I got passes from when
All
we
right.
did a little, got hooked up for the Tim backstage experience, whatever.
Nice.
And
That's cool.
yeah, we'll show you all that. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Good luck. Trivia time. All right. Let me cut my light on here. I ain't even got, oh Lord.
Oh.
I come not prepared. There we
Oh,
go.
there.
There we
No, no,
go.
no. It was the moops.
So Ed,
You.
a quick question before we start. Any word on your guitar picks, your latest?
Nope. I'm very picky about my designs, so I've been tinkering back and forth, and I'm not going to order them until I'm satisfied with what I'm sending him. So,
Get some couple iterations
I know it's
going
been a
on.
couple weeks now, but
So
yeah.
you're
I know
not
Greg's going to do a great
ordering
job.
yet.
No, I haven't ordered yet. I know,
Okay.
Final
but I know
design has not been approved.
Right. I know Greg's going to do a great job once I send it to him.
Oh, absolutely. He always does.
I just want to make sure it's to my liking first, and
Okay.
it's 90% done.
Nice.
Right. Should you want custom guitar picks, as Ed's speaking of Legend Picks, there's a link down below. He's made guitar picks for all these people and artists and can make them for you and I too. And has.
Mhm.
All right. And they are quite lovely. All right. All right. Let's start this game here.
Yes.
Okay.
Get your typing fingers ready.
We are playing 10 shot rock and roll trivia, April the 5th, 2025. Good luck. If you win, there's a trivia winner's email down below. Even if you won before and you know I have your stuff, send it again so it's at the top. So I don't have to hunt for it because see a lot I can't just do search and start typing your name because a lot of the stuff's listed under different stuff. So it ends up being a to do. So send your stats, please, even if you are a past winner. And I know a lot of you are. All right. Good luck. This is 10 shot rock and roll trivia. First correct that we see is the winner. All right.
Yep.
You guys ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Do it.
All right. Okay. Question number 1. Good luck. Here we go. What is the opening track on Guns N' Roses' 1987 debut album, Appetite for Destruction?
You know you got it. Go grab it and turn it over.
I know.
It's not welcome
Come
to the jungle.
on.
I knew they were all going to say that.
You missed that putt by 6 inches, Tommy.
Nope.
Monique,
Nope.
you did too, babe.
It's not welcome to the jungle. Not welcome to the grundle. Nope.
Where's my GNR peeps?
Nope.
No.
Dudes, what?
If you name all the songs, someone's gonna get it.
Dudes, I'm all of a sudden ashamed of everyone. Come on.
Everybody was bitching. It's not going to be country. There we go.
It is. Steve Resource got it.
Steve, thank you. It's so
Thanks,
easy.
Steve.
That's first of everything with GNR.
That is so far from country.
Still the first
God
song
damn it,
ever.
guys.
No, whoa, Mama Chef.
So easy when everybody's trying to please me, baby. Oh yeah.
Yes.
All right, Steve is on the board. You got to be quick, and you
He's on the board.
think. You got to think. Some of these are going to be easy, and some of these are going to be hard. They're diverse, but they are all rock and roll. And Tea Cake wrote them, so read between the lines there. You're a good player. I know you are. Number 2, here we go. What famous promoter was responsible for the Day on the Green concerts in Oakland back in the day?
I used to love her, but I had to. Don King.
That's a good
That's
answer.
funny.
That is a good answer.
It is a
Bring
good answer.
it, kids. If you know it, you know it. If you don't, you don't.
Not Bob Geldof.
No.
Nope. No. Guitar. Bo's got it. Bill Graham.
Where's he at?
Steve was halfway there. But
Steve was halfway there. I know.
But Bo
Steve,
got
you
it.
would have got it, Bo.
I know you knew it,
go.
Steve. I know you knew it.
Al's G's in the house, and he got it. What's up, Al's G? Right on. Jeff K in the chat. What's up, Jeff?
Jeff.
All right. So we got a game.
We do.
All right. And we have a tiebreaker should we need it.
Okay.
All right. So Duke by 9, I'm seeing. Keep me posted. Number 3. Here we go. Good luck. It is widely considered one of this British band's signature songs, and opening guitar riff is one of the most famous of all time. Name the band and the song. This is a 2-part question. Need both parts, the band and the song.
You
together.
need both to get full credit.
Both, not one.
Both.
Give me the band and the song. You should know this right on the top of your head.
Nope.
That's a good answer right there. Great answer.
It's not the right answer, but it's a good one.
But it's a great answer.
It sure is.
Signature.
These are all good.
Hey Tony, while Brendan watches for this one.
Good answer.
On number 1, was the question what was the first single?
No, what was the first track?
Okay.
It's so easy.
All right. I think that might be wrong, but
yes, it's so easy is the first track on Appetite.
On the album, CD, cassette,
both,
on
both,
all of them.
Both, all, forever and ever.
Because everyone seems to think it's Welcome to the Jungle. And the first single was It's So Easy that was released. But anyway, I mean, we can't go back now, but I just
still don't have an answer.
We don't. Some great answers.
Some really good answers. We need both the artist and the song.
There's a good answer. Yes, need it. Both parts in one answer for you. Both parts. Both parts.
There we go. Steve Resor.
Where is it at?
There it is. Yep.
Couple under that, Tony.
Dire Straits, Money for Nothing.
Yep. That is it.
Yes.
Nice.
That's the one. All right. All right, kids. You should get this one. We need all the words to complete the next line to a song. Number 4, complete the next line to this song. Need all the words there. Little Sister by the Record Machine, a tiny dancer, such a sweet 16. She's going out. She's going to party tonight. She's going to shake. And what?
I'm sure she is bent, Tom, but that's not what we're looking for.
I know.
Looks like Michael J. Fox. Scream.
All right.
Those are all good
You
answers.
know this song. You know it.
You know, sing it.
You know it. You know it.
You know it. You know.
All right, now.
I think they stopped typing.
I know. I don't think they're going to get
it. There it is. Mr.
Soba.
Mr. Soba.
And make it last all night. That's right. That's a Night Ranger song. Little Sister by the Record Machine. The Tiny Dance. That's
You can still rock in America.
Rock in America. Oh yeah. All night. That's right. All right. Good job, Chris.
All right.
All right, number 5.
Number 5. Steve is in the lead with 2.
All right, Steve. Steve's got 2 going to 5. Here we go. Get your thinking caps on now. Need it, need it, need it. Going Mobile and Behind Blue Eyes are from what album? Al's G.
Al's G's in there.
Who's next? All right.
All right.
Al's G's on the board. What's the score, B?
Steve's got 2. Bo, Christopher, Live, Sova, and Al's G all have 1.
All right. And we're off to question number 6. All right. Yep. 5 down, 5 to go. A good 5 more. You better be diligent with your typing. Know these they're going to be direct, and you may know them or not, but good luck. Number 6, here we go. Born in New Zealand, this artist moved to Australia as a child. In 91, he released self-titled debut album charting 4 singles in Australia before moving to the U.S. the next year. Who is that?
Ben Tom's already got it. Ben Tom, before you stop talking, he got it.
Keith Urban, that's who we're talking about.
Good job, Tommy.
Tommy on the board.
Tommy.
All right. That was quick. All right. So Tom's there.
Mr. James.
Okay, number 7. You got to be good. And I expect to see 8 or 9 same answers on this one. And if I don't,
what's going to happen?
Rolling Stone magazine twice named her the greatest singer of all time.
Wow.
Period.
Pretty big title.
Big title. Big title. No. Sorry, Cher.
Nope.
Oh, Ben Tom.
Ben Tommy is the first one. Tommy's the first in.
Yeah, Ben
Williams
Tom's got
right behind him.
Before William.
There's got a game, Chris, Steve, Boner Jams.
Or as Brendan would say, urethra.
Urethra Franklin. Yeah, so Tommy's got 2 and Steve's got 2. So we got a game, folks.
We got a game. Who's got the ones?
Bo, Sova, and Al's G.
All right, so they're right there. And even if you don't have any yet, you can still seize it.
Yes,
Do it. Do it now.
Do it now. Don't open the door. There's a bomb in there.
Come out of lurking. Take it.
Show us your leadership capabilities.
All right.
Do it.
Number 8, El Ocho. Here we go. Good luck. This famous guitarist left school at 15, started work as an apprentice radio mechanic at a nearby airport in Middlesex, England, where he lived. He took guitar lessons from session guitarist Big Jim Sullivan. There's your big hint.
Oh,
Good guess.
it's not Brian
Good
May.
guess.
But good guess. It's not Jay Hannon. Not Ozzy. Not Clapton. Not Neanderthal.
No.
Not Mancuda. Before you guys even put that in there.
I was gonna say, wait, wow, your chat's quicker than mine.
Mike Balls. No, not Mike
Oh.
Balls. Not Harrison. Not Beck. There it is.
There it
Steve
is.
Resor.
Blackmore.
There it is. Steve is in the lead again. What?
Got it. You got it.
You got it. You got it.
Got it. So Steve takes the lead, I guess, right?
He does. He's got 3. Yep. Get some ice cream. Get some ice cream.
Nice.
You didn't get. No.
Steve, you need to birdie the last 2, friend.
Is your father? Is it? Go.
It's going to be quite a feat on this next
Is it
number
under
9, though,
welfare?
so good luck to you.
One lick.
You didn't get. No.
All right,
All right.
so number
Number
9, you're going to have
Number
to
Niner.
ID this band. And, yeah, I think
And it is.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to say anything about it.
it
Nope.
is going to be one of the hardest on the board for tonight, I'll tell you.
Yeah,
It
Yeah.
will
all new
be.
names.
Number 9, good luck. Be diligent. You're going to probably require a guess or 2 each.
What's up, Dwight? Hit me.
Dwight Bailey, what's up, man?
Man,
the
what's up, brother?
Yes, sir. All right. So, name the band. You country boys and girls might understand the language I'm talking here. Somebody?
It's not the Little River Band.
Good
Not the Trailer
guess.
Park Boys either. Twiggy and the Goobers. No, it's not the Welfare Boys. Not the Eagles. Not Los Lobos. Not Alabama. Good guess, though.
Good guess. Somebody's going to get this. Somebody's going to get this.
You think? I don't know. 38 Special? Nope. Oh, man.
You guys are on the right path.
Steely River Band. Yeah. White Trash Convention.
Little River, that's a good guess too.
Yeah. But it's not the right one. Good guess, though.
Wow.
Not the Outlaws. Another good guess. They're all around
like-
it, Tony.
I
All around it.
know. I know. I don't think they're going to get it.
I don't know if you can, if there's even a hint, you know, that you could give them. Country Slipknot? No.
There's not a hint.
No.
All right. Give one more good guess and we're out of here.
I don't think they're going to get it. Whoa!
Tom.
Ben
Where's
Tom.
it at? Ben Tommy with Shenandoah.
Look at you, Ben Tom.
Look at Tommy.
So he's got 3
Shenandoah
also,
is
right?
correct. Yes,
So
sir.
Ben
Where
Tom
we
and
at?
Steve are tied. 3 each.
3 each. Who's got 2?
Nobody. Steve's
No
got
one
3.
has.
No, Steve's got 3. Ben Tom's got 3.
Okay.
And Al's G, Sova, and Bo each have 1. So it comes down to the last question, boys.
All right.
Look at this. This is really for Tommy
Here we
and
go.
Steve, but anybody can ruin it and give us a tie.
Okay, so
know?
who is these top two? So Steve and Tommy?
Yep.
All right, Steve and Tommy, good luck. We are at halftime, I'm seeing, of this
Yep.
game. I see Clark Kellogg and a couple of old white dudes. That's Grant Hill, sorry.
Oh,
All right.
hey now.
I don't know what the score is for halftime. Somebody?
34-28.
Ah, okay. All right.
Houston. No, I'm sorry. Duke.
No, Duke.
Duke.
Of course. All right. Okay. All right.
All
So good
right, last
luck.
question.
Good
Know the
luck. Good
show.
luck. Good luck. Now, for question number 10, there is a little bit of a catch involved. We write question 10 for those of you that tuned in for the past few weeks, and it's called the Know the Show question. So you must know the show. If you know the show, then you'll have an
Get
edge.
the answer.
Yeah. So if
Yep.
you tuned in last week, or at least watched on replay, I know it's Saturday night, it's our night out, you know. Hopefully you're all behaving on Saturday when you're not here watching Show Me Your Pick with Brendan and Ed and me. You know, I see some of you but I know it's Saturday. I don't expect all of you here every week because I know it, and I know some of you are absent right now, and you know who they are too. Those of you who are here, but yeah, if you can join, thanks. I appreciate everybody who hangs out on Saturday night. You know, we all go out on Saturday night. These guys go see bands. I go see bands. We'll go live, whatever. They weren't even here last week. So, with that said, you know, if you can join on Saturday, I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging. If you're out, you know, I want you to be out. You know, I want you to be out watching live music, having a good time, meeting chicks, meeting dudes if you're a chick, you know, um, getting out in the world. Don't sit on your butt at the house. You know, I know a lot of us, you know, have our own thing and all like that, but just saying, Saturday, we broadcast this on Saturday, and it is kind of a night where people do go out. So not everyone can join. All right. But with that said, Steve and Tommy, I think, might know the answer to this question. So it might end up being a race, a
Just type
typing
fast. Yep.
contest.
Yeah, I think you're correct.
All right. Kids, Tommy, Steve, you better get your damn fingers typing, kids. Boys, which member of Rat was Charles Green most acquainted with?
Steve got it.
Steve did it. Robin, there's your winner.
Wow.
Did it, bro. Garth Brooks coming your way,
He even
dude.
spelled it with 2 B's.
And this
Tommy
is
got it
like
right after him. Good
this
one.
is one of the last ones too, Steve. You did it, bro. Yes, I suggest everybody, if you don't have a Garth Brooks guitar pick in your collection, and we got some dandies here on Show Me Your Pick, but I think that might be the last one. It may be one more after, I'm not sure. Steve, you're the winner for tonight, bruh.
I'm gonna be right back.
KXM Rock in the chat. What's up, dude? Good to see you.
Up,
Lucy,
up.
what's up? I hear you. Uh-oh.
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 When the dog barks, something's going on.
Something. All right, Steve is our big winner for tonight. All right. Before we I'm gonna cut this other camera on. I'm gonna show you a couple of these. I pulled these out. I I knew I had some stuff from some old Tim McGraw shows from my past. I didn't wear these shirts tonight, but I did pull them out.
Oh, cool.
There's one. And this is the back.
Nice.
And
Nice.
yeah.
McGraw.
Yeah, so we went, Ed and B, we went and saw him a few times. I've seen Tim probably 3 or 4 times, I know. At I've seen him somewhere else beside Walnut Creek at the shed, but one particular year, I got a guy at the local radio station, WQDR. You know who you are if you're watching, who's been very kind over the years. A fellow that we used to, back when I used to dabble in working the local crew over at Walnut. Um, in the early 90s. That it and yeah, so we went. There was at this time how he did his meet and greets backstage experience, VIP, whatever, um, at Walnut Creek at the shed. It was real cool. You showed up at will call, and they sent you to this big tent. Okay, this big, and you walk in this tent, and they immediately hand you steak and shrimp on a
Ooh,
plate, courtesy of Outback Steakhouse.
nice.
Okay, on on a little bitty. The first you walk in the place, and they shove a plate of food right in your face. Okay,
I'm down with
and
that.
what? Yeah, oh, but
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I got a cup, 2 or 3, but it was fabulous. But so there's like these tubs, open tubs of ice and all kind of beer and water and soda and just all over the place. And it was sponsored by Outback Steakhouse, and they worked their ass off, and they were made sure you had a plate of food in your hand every damn minute, you know. But so we're in this tent, and it's probably, I don't know, 50 or 60 of us, and there is this little bitty riser. It's no bigger than a damn drum riser, Ed. You know, I mean,
Hmm.
it's nothing, and we're all just hanging out and mingling, and Tim McGraw and 2 of his musicians, his guitar player, I guess, a couple of his guitar players came out on this little itty bitty cowboy stage on stools with there was mics and a little PA. It was very low volume and intimate, and they did about 6 or 7 acoustic songs of their greatest
Wow.
hits, and it was just, and they would answer questions, people shouting stuff.
Cool.
It was just super, super, super classy and super
God
cool.
damn.
Yeah, the
See, every
country
artist
dude,
do
they
that shit.
fucking know what's going on, dude. They
Yeah.
do.
Food.
Yeah,
Nice.
it
know?
was.
Wow.
It was awesome. It was nice, but they were right there. I mean, and you know. And
Yep.
they didn't do just one song. They stood up there and sang and strummed 5 or 6
Wow.
or 7 songs. Man, it was
Little private show.
fabulous. Yeah, it
Like
was.
going back in the champagne room.
It was. It was great. But that's how he did it. Then let me show you this is what this was from here.
I don't know what that means, but I heard.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Nice.
Go party.
So
And
that's
it
your own
was a
private
party.
one. That one is not getting given away, kids. That's Tony's own.
That's you know,
That's authentic Q.
there's a disclaimer. You get hurt.
Yeah.
and shit.
But then well, what's the date
Outback
on that?
Fritos.
Oh, oh, 09,
10.
2010. Yeah.
2010.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Fritos and the Outback and somebody else. But like, I don't know.
Yeah. Ah, that was fun though. I mean, super, super fun. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it
That's
was
awesome.
free
That's
too
cool.
for me. It didn't cost me shit.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So Steve Rezzer wants to give his winnings to Ben Tom.
Okay, Ben Tommy. I'm gonna
All right.
send you a Garth Brooks guitar pick, Tommy. Yep, it might be the last one, and hang on to it. Yeah.
Yep. Put it in
Yes. Yes. All right. Let me
put it in the vault.
let me show you guys a couple before we bounce. Well, I'm trying. There it is. I forgot to get my Faith Hill pick out. I was going to get
Oh.
hers out.
Oh, no.
I'll show you that Saturday. I know. But I got some Tim. All right.
Is that tin a Van Halen tin? Just wondering.
It is.
One of the Don't Tell Me What Love Can Do, whatever tins from 19 whatever.
Nice.
It is. Yeah. It is something like I have a couple of them, and I use them to keep stuff in, not CDs.
See, I'm so in tune with Van Halen. I just from the sound I knew it.
Oh, of course.
I got one.
So his band, let's put this out
The
there, and he was
Dance
known
Hall
and
Doctors. Yeah.
early on as Tim McGraw and the Dance Hall Doctors.
That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, and yeah, he plays on a couple of songs, but he mainly just holds a microphone and sings these songs all night. But
Huh.
yeah, man, I would love to go up on a stage and sing his songs every night. For fuck's
Sure.
sake.
Yeah.
Why not?
All right.
Big.
So this is from the
Soul
Soul to Soul 2 tour. It is. And that's Faith's pick.
Whoa.
Yeah. Hang on. All right, smash it. Smash it.
Smashed.
smushing.
You just smushed.
All right. Right there it is. All right. I'm going to show you the Faith Hill, and I've got a couple of more Tim McGraw and the Dance Hall Doctors. And I do, and by choice, he's got a big band, and Tim McGraw's band members have custom guitar picks, and they have the Tim McGraw logo and their name on the backs of their picks. And they're all fine musicians. Some of them are long timers with Tim and his organization like that. But I don't have any, and I want Tim's pick or Faith's pick. That's all. Sorry. Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, sir. All right, let's cut that off there. Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, no, and he is still out there and doing his thing. Yeah, some great songs. Songs that I look back on in the 90s when I was just getting married and having babies and all like that. And just some of the songs that define my life and the things that that was happening with me in my life. And by the time that guy was, I guess, maybe '05 with Live Like You Were Dying and all that, such a great song and such great lyrics and words to live by, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to live. As we all get older in age, and us on here on the live stream we're not young punks, we're old punks, but we're we're getting on up there in age. We worry about these things, We hope that we're
Yeah.
healthy and can live to 100 like that, but we know that those possibilities, what the odds of them are. So I try every day to, I hope and pray that I can spend each day living like I was dying, you know. And a great song, one of the greatest songs, in my opinion, ever written lyrically, you know. Yeah.
Oh,
All right. All right, kids, where are we at here on time? We're lingering right almost to 11 o'clock here.
So Tony, I hear you have a new product out in the stores.
I've heard that. I was just made aware of that earlier, before in the hours leading up to
yeah.
the show here. So, I knew that my image and my likeness was on a coffee mug somewhere on X amount of breakfast tables and breakfast nooks across the grand land here, like that, right? But I never knew that there was an action figure that went with it.
TK, he's got his own freaking action figure.
Yeah.
Feet and everything. Feet, got some picks.
And you only need 4 clubs to golf, by the way.
Yeah, look at that.
I
Well,
know.
They're all irons.
He's that good.
And one's left-handed and the rest are right-handed.
Right.
Go figure.
You are good.
Yeah.
But should you purchase this thing, I trust that most of you will keep it in the package and not open it for its
I'll just take it out.
market it's
take it out, put the feet all over things.
future market value. But should some of you be curious and want to peel it on open and play with Lucy, let me know how small those guitar picks are, and let me know about the feet too, because
Yeah,
I
man.
want to know.
Oh yeah, painted toenails and everything.
Oh yeah.
And you
There you
even
go.
gave me a gold peak there, friend.
Yes, you
Yeah,
did.
I know you love the sweet tea.
Yeah.
Got your Halenville cup, some picks to go along. I mean, and Lucy.
And
What more do you want
Lucille,
from a
I told her,
fruitcake
I
Tony?
showed her this earlier.
Yeah, she's
That's
now
awesome.
down in history.
I know. And that is too cool, buddy.
That is very cool.
Too freaking cool.
Like it.
There's,
I like
there's
it.
more
I like
coming,
it.
Brendan.
Oh boy. Can't wait for those. I tried to make one. I couldn't make one.
KXM, we're gonna either charge $316 or $51.50. I'm not sure yet.
There we go.
So
5150.
let me put something in everybody's pocket right now, here and now, right here, right now. Okay.
Uh-oh. Okay.
So we're early April right here. We got April going and then May coming up. Well, as soon at the end of May, right at the cusp of the start of June, and we'll be really hopping into some summertime. Hell yeah, at that point. But
Mm-hmm.
when May ends and June rolls around, you're going to see a episode here. We're going to be celebrating 5 years
That's crazy.
here on Show Me Your Pick, and it'll be at episode 250 something at that point. But we're going to make a big deal about it, and we're going to have a
It's a
good
big deal.
time. And it's just a few short weeks away. Hopefully, we can invite Sandra and Steve, and
Awesome.
yeah,
That's awesome, man.
and have them back.
Yeah, man. It's quite the run.
Yes.
It's so much fun to do, you know. Thank you for letting me be a part of it, Tony.
Yes, you have been here the entire time, B. Ed,
Almost the whole time, you know.
almost the entire
I
time.
think I
Ed, you've
started
been here most of the
yeah,
time.
he's been here a
Most of
lot too.
yep,
I think I was here
absolutely.
since episode
In
16.
the chat or
The
last couple
Rush
years.
the Rush episode was my first one.
Yeah,
And ever since then,
that was very early.
it was episode 16, if I
Yeah,
remember correctly.
yeah.
Because I remember, you know, Tony reaching out saying, "Hey, man, you want to come on the show talk about Rush? I know what a big Rush fan you are." I'm like, "Sure, why not?" And I never left. So,
Never left.
nope.
No, this has been absolutely
Dude,
fabulous. I want to thank everybody in the chat. I know we all in real life in our lives, we go through cycles, you know, in the seasons, plus in our personal lives.
yeah,
We watch our YouTube and our YouTube live streams like we do, but things change and evolve. And, you know, some come and some go. We see people here in the chat, and then they get into life and get busy, and then they come back. They know we're always here on Saturday, and it's comforting to know that people know that we're here on Saturday at 9 p.m., even if they hadn't, you know, came in a
right,
while. We're
right.
Yep.
on. Yeah. So it has been and we're not going anywhere.
No, don't plan
Absolutely
on it.
not. There
Nope.
are hundreds and hundreds of episodes left to go still, but we are right here today, 245, you know, and in real life, in 5 years, I think between, you know, electrical storms, hurricanes, ice storms, whatever happening, we've missed 4 or 5 shows, and that's it.
Yep.
You know. So,
Wow.
yeah. But
Pretty
we
cool,
do
man.
enjoy this, and we do like keeping it on a weekly Saturday thing. You know, it works for us, and you guys know we're always here on that day and time, and is why we do it. And we appreciate you hanging out here with us on Saturday.
We
We've
do.
always enjoyed your company for 5 years, all of you. We get into this content here on the screen, and we don't always recognize you in the chat when you're there, the comments that you're making, your presence. We do very much know you're there every second, whether we're commenting on
Yep.
you. We are eyeballing your comments in real time, and we're just
Yep. We see them.
saying
We read
other
them all.
stuff. Right.
We
Oh,
read
yeah.
them
We
all.
absolutely
Absolutely.
See 'em
do.
all.
We love you. You guys are right here with us in the chat. And if you get up and lurk, and you're out on the porch with the neighbor or having a drink in the kitchen, and you'll be right where, you know, we know you are here. We know you're here. Don't think that we don't, read your comments or comment to your comments. We very much do. We do not do enough of that, but know that we're glad you're here, and you're here with us. We're on screen, but it's like all of you have a screen too. You know,
Yep.
Yep.
that's how we look at it. So,
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Tony, sometimes when you see me just laugh out of the blue, it's because these guys are funny MFers.
right, exactly. I know I'm in a
I read
crowded
something and I'm
room.
like, oh my God, I can't stop laughing.
Exactly. That's how we look at this
They
whole
can be
thing. So,
hilarious.
yeah, when you're in the chat on live stream, and I like live streams too, and I'm in the chat, and it's easy to feel like that we're not watching your comments.
Oh, we are.
We are. We very much are. I promise you, we are watching all of you guys' comments.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You
So
betcha.
even if you're just talking amongst yourselves, you know. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being a supporter of this show. We do this because we enjoy it, and that's all.
That we do.
That's a lot
That
of
we
fun.
do.
Yeah,
Faux show.
It's a great escape
absolutely.
for us.
It is. It is. And we enjoy the fact that you guys like to hang out here with us as well, you know. So,
Yep. It's an awesome hang with your best buddies. Chilling.
yes.
Don't have to
Thanks for
go
that.
anywhere.
Exactly. We don't have to go. I don't have to drive home,
Nope.
and I can have a drink if I want. I don't have
Yep.
to drive.
That's
I
right.
don't have to drive.
That is right.
Yep.
That's right. All right.
All right.
Okay,
So,
everyone, we're going to wind things down. Ed, Brendan, great to see you guys.
Always a pleasure, man.
We will
that's
convene again right here next Saturday night. Um,
Yep.
and for a disclaimer here, I have no clue where you can get this.
you look jacked.
Kenner is
You look at the long ball.
He's kicking
yeah.
ass, man.
I know. I've lost weight in this picture, Ed. I don't get it.
God, look at those biceps.
All right. We're going to wind it down here. B, Ed, great to see you guys.
Always
brother.
a good time, sir.
We shall see you guys next week, next Saturday. Leave a thumbs up there on the video on your way out there. Yeah. Drive home safely.
Yeah, yep.
Yes.
Tip your waitress.
Tip your waitress. That's right.
Tip her over. Tip her over the table. Never mind.
All right.
All heads or tails.
This.
All right, everybody.
Bah.
It's warm enough outside. No sleeping with socks tonight. Bare toes. Think of Tony. We'll see you next Saturday. Peace.
The fat hobbitses, they stole my precious.
I think it's Duke by 10, fellas.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and say Duke 2025 national champions.
Oh,
Yeah?
we'll see.
What do you think?
Looks good.
One and done? All right. Peace out.
Peace.